Shalom. I want to start out by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, Kol Halo Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. I guess there's a UN Security Council that Russia called. He's probably going to get permission. And either way, he said there would be grave consequences for the strike on Syria, so I'm certain there will be retaliation from Russia on America, United Kingdom, and France. So I'm going to read 2nd Ezra, 16th chapter. Woe be unto thee, Babylon, and Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt, and Syria. Now, Babylon and Egypt, I know for certain, is America. All right, gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. Sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Fire is sent among you, who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? So, these plagues, I was watching, somebody said, don't be surprised if there's rise in gas prices, things become more expensive, and ultimately they start introducing, it gets harder here, I'll just say that. May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? And that's right, it's the Heavenly Father is doing it. All right. And a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. All right, from one side of the world to this side of the world. All right, it's reference nuclear weapons, destruction of America. All right, so I'm going to jump to... I'll just start at verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation, anguish are sent as scourges from amendment. But all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. All right, there's great famine, plagues, tribulation, and anguish coming. And then ultimately World War III, and then, destruction of America via nuclear destruction. All right, so verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other, and escape the hunger, shall the sword destroy. All right, now there's a genocide in Yemen right now of famine, okay, by famine. And which America is assisting Saudi Arabia in the genocide in Yemen. All right. I better fact check that, but I'm pretty sure it's true, from sources I've been, hearing it from. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. All right. So now I'm going to jump into Jeremiah, the 51st chapter. And thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon. All right, it's the Heavenly Father raising up, the spirit of, Russia, and all these other nations up against Babylon. Okay, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. All right. And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, shall empty her land, for in that day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Against him that bendeth, all right, America is the one that bendeth and shoots nuclear missiles into other countries without a cause. All right, we all know it was a false flag, that there was no evidence for that Syrian attack, and now Russia is going to retaliate against America for it. All right. So against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, military, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her host. All right. So now I'm going to jump into verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, and made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad. All right. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. All right. Make bright thy arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh hath raised up the spirit of kings of the Medes. All right. Now we know the Medes is a reference to Russia. All right. Even the ancient Medes probably, they're probably going to get down too. But this is a reference to Russia because Russia is the main player. Gog, Magog. Russia is the main player. All right. And again, it's Yahweh who raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. All right. We know that to be true because when you go into, 2nd Chronicles, the 18th chapter, the Heavenly Father literally is sending angels to work on the minds of all these kings. All right. Gotta find it. I knew I did. All right. This is Ahab. The Heavenly Father was seeking counsel how he could kill Ahab. And they called Micah the prophet, in the midst of all his the false prophets that were speaking to Jehoshaphat and Ahab. They called Micah. All right, so you see here, and all the prophets prophesied so, saying, Go up to Ramoth Gilead and prosper, for Yahweh shall deliver it into the hand of the king. And Mesher that went to call Micah spake to him, saying, Behold, the words of the prophets declare good to the king with one assent. Let thy word, therefore, I pray thee, be like one of theirs, and speak thou good. All right, Micah said, As Yahweh liveth, even what my God saith, that will I speak. And when he was come to the king said unto him, Micah, shall we go to Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall I forbear? He said, Go ye up and prosper, they shall be delivered into your hand. King said unto him, How many times shall I adjure thee that thou say nothing but the truth to me in the name of Yahweh? All right. Then, Micah, he said, I did see all Israel scattered upon the mountains as sheep that have no shepherd. And Yahweh said, These have no master, let them return therefore every man to his house in peace. All right. And now King of Israel, Ahab, all right, King of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, Did I not tell thee that he would not prophesy good unto me, but evil? Again, he said, Therefore, hear the word of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting upon his throne, and all the host of heaven standing on his right hand, on his left. All right, it's the spiritual right-hand side, spiritual left-hand side. He controls Satan. All right, Yahweh said, Who shall entice Ahab, king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one spake, saying after this manner, another saying after this manner. Then there came out a spirit. All right, he's the father of spirits. All right, and stood before Yahweh and said, I will entice him. Yahweh said unto him, Wherewith? And he said, I will go out and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And Yahweh said, Thou shalt entice him, thou shalt also prevail. Go and do even so. And again, now therefore, behold, Yahweh put a lying spirit in the mouth of these thy prophets. Yahweh has spoken evil against thee. So the same thing, like these angels are working on the minds of all the kings, just like we just read in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, he's raising up the spirit of the Medes. All right, when you go into Revelation, 17th chapter, 17th verse, the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, shall make her desolate and naked, shall eat her flesh, burn her with fire. America's ultimately going to be destroyed via nuclear destruction. All right, we're taking steps towards World War III, Great Tribulation, famines and plagues and sedition among men, and then World War III, and ultimately America will be destroyed via nuclear destruction. Now, verse 17, For God hath put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree, give their kingdom unto the beast, till the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. All right, so the Heavenly Father is literally working on the minds of Russia. Russia will retaliate against America, UK, and French forces, and there's going to be chaos. So with that, I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, Kol Halo Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, double honors, apostle, elders, great millstone, who are the holy apostles and prophets mentioned in the book of Revelation, and bless the Akim that are pushing the word in true sincerity. To all you men of great millstone, I say, Barakatam, Bahashem Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, Waha Racha Kudash. Shalom.